Hey everybody, thank you for joining me on the next step of our Pokemon adventure. So before we get moving, there are a few quick things I wanted to update you on. One is I trained up, or I caught the real Tori, who has, let me go to the Pokemon screen first, who has, I believe, a serious nature, which does not give you any bonuses or penalties, so I figured that was fine. I'm definitely okay with that. I also caught her in a netball, which is pretty cool because a netball is made for water and bug Pokemon. So um, didn't use a heal ball this time. We'll save them for maybe another member of our team. We'll see how that goes. Also trained her up to level 11 just to kind of match the ones that we put in the PC. Took a little bit longer than I thought, but I think it'll be worth it. And gave her the Quick Claw as well, since she is currently, I believe, our slowest Pokemon, or at least our slowest member of the team. Alright, now I also want to go through and use some of these TMs we've been collecting. Rock Smash, I'm not going to teach to Win, because Win already has two fighting moves, which are honestly better. But Tori only knows normal type attacks, so let's go ahead and replace Tackle, which is pretty much useless, now that we have Quick Attack, and we'll give him some, or her some type coverage. Alright, very good. Stealth Rock I'm not really going to use, nor Flash. Rock Tomb I was really debating who to teach it to, but I feel like Win has the larger move pool in general, and already has some good moves, so I'm going to teach that one to our new addition, Tori, as well. Let's get rid of Growl. We'll save Tail Whip just in case. So Bullet Seed actually does more damage than I remembered. I feel like they might have increased the damage since it was introduced. But unfortunately, none of our team members can learn it, so we will leave it in our inventory for now. Pluck, I will go ahead and replace Wing Attack with. Oh, sorry. Not on Tori, on Anna. Because they both seem to be base 60 flying type attacks, but at least Pluck has the additional effect, so why not? It does have less power points, I guess. But you never know when it might come in useful. For example, against that Purugly, I would have eaten the Oran Berry, which would have been pretty cool. Alright, and then lastly, let's teach Work Up to Anna just because we have 3 of them. Might as well. And I will replace Growl with Work Up. May or may not end up using it very much. We'll see how the Let's Play goes. Also, I did look it up, and it is pronounced Buizel. I looked up some clips of the anime where Ash actually had a Buizel, which I had forgotten about, but it does ring a bell now that I saw it, and it is pronounced Buizel. Also, if I didn't mention it, Buizel also learned Quick Attack. Alright, I think that's about it. Let's go up here and see what this guy's doing. Let's slather some honey on this tree and see how long it takes. Alright, so we're waiting, and we're waiting. Okay. I'm impatient, and nothing yet. Alright, well, we'll try to remember to come back here, no promises. How about a quick battle before I leave for Eterna Forest? Alright, that sounds good. That'll get some good practice for Tori here. Get her some more levels. Oh, a Ponyta! Well, that would be a perfect matchup, except we don't actually know any water-type attacks, so yeah, there's that, although we do know a rock-type attack. I should probably reorder these, but I'll do that a little bit later. And while rock won't get stab, since we're not rock-type, it will be super effective. And it will also lower Ponyta's speed, which is pretty cool, because right now Ponyta is faster. So this will be a really useful move throughout this Let's Play. Not entirely accurate, but pretty darn close. And probably not a 2-hit knockout, not quite. This would be a good health level to catch Ponyta, except this is not a wild Ponyta. I do like its sprite though in these games, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's go ahead and use Quick Attack just because it's more accurate. And the Quick Claw, which we really didn't need. But regardless, that should finish off Ponyta and get us a good amount of experience, since Ponyta was actually 3 levels higher. That's why it survived 2 super effective attacks. Alright, not quite a level up, but we're getting there. That really dampened my spirits, so don't feel too bad, dude. I'm sure he'll do fine against the other trainers in this area. I'm also going to go ahead and use repels, just because I think this field probably has the same Pokemon as the other field. I did see a Shellos in there and a Pachirisu. Repels. Can never find them. There they are. Okay. I would not recommend catching a Pachirisu. They are pretty cute, but they don't evolve and don't really have great stats. Oh, a hiker. Okay, let's see how this goes. There's no mountain here, but I'm dressed to hike. Gahaha. Here goes. Well, it might not be a mountain, but it's a pretty rocky area. Can be some good practice. Hiker Daniel. And he has 4 Pokemon, which is probably good because they're lower HP. Once again, this would be great if we knew any water-type attacks, but I think our fighting-type move will have to do. Unfortunately, we're the same level, and Geodude has very high defenses. Let's see how much this does. You know what? I'm actually going to use... Let's use Tail Whip. I think it'll actually be worth it. I could be wrong. I wish Weasel here could learn Work Up. It would be actually a really good move to have, since it could use the extra attack boost, but don't think it could. I think it was only Win and Anna that could. Alright, so yeah, even with the defense drop... Oh, there we go. 2 defense drops. Okay, that's good. Now, Rock Polish will make Geodude faster. In fact, it will double Geodude's speed. Now, Geodude is pretty slow to start, and Weasel is pretty fast. So we might still be faster, we'll see. We are, okay, good. And there we go, a 2-hit knockout. Of course, that was due to the defense drops, so... The next one might not be as easy, although we did gain a level, so that'll help. And Machop, alright, not a rock type. Machop has decent defenses, but nowhere near as good as Geodude does. Let's see, Rock Tomb is not, well, it's funny, the words are right there, but I'm not even reading them. My brain is just like doing a type check anyway. Rock Smash and Quick Attack, as you can see, are evenly effective, and rock types are not very effective against fighting types. Low Kick. Alright, that'll do, yeah, a lot of damage. I think we can probably survive one more attack. Let's go ahead and use... I'm going to use Rock Smash, hoping for the defense drop there. Otherwise, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it didn't do very much at all. Revenge, that's a pretty good move for this level. Oh, sorry Tori, I thought you might be able to survive another hit, and I was wrong. That's my fault. Alright, let's bring in Anna to finish off this hiker. And there's the Intimidate. Okay, let's go ahead and use Pluck, which is super effective. I might even have to start using, like, Anna, or maybe I'll bring out Win again. It's been a while since we've used him. Just until we get maybe, like, 2 more levels on Tori. Just because right now, without, like, Water Gun or anything, that's going to make these a little bit challenging. I'm going to use Work Up because all my moves are not very effective here. As you know, our team is a little bit weak against rock types. So we might need this attack boost. And hey, we get a chance to use our new move. Yeah, we do have a water type finally, so we no longer are entirely weak against rock types, although our water type does not yet know any water type attacks. So hopefully we learn Water Gun or something in the near future, and then that will definitely change. For now though, we're just going to chip away at this Geodude, and hopefully he has another Machop or a Zubat or something and not another Geodude. Could be an Onix, that'd be even worse. Be cool. I wouldn't be too surprised by it. Alright, Rock Polish. That was a bad choice, Mr. Daniel, because... one, I'm probably still faster, but just in case, I'm going to use Quick Attack, which will guarantee that I go first. Alright. Good job, Anna. Avenging Tori there. The AB member of our team. And a Bidoof, okay. This should be a little bit easier. We still have the attack boost from Work Up. That's one thing that's nice about moves that increase your Pokemon's attack as opposed to lowering your opponent's defenses, is that in battles like this, you keep the attack boost, whereas obviously when they have new Pokemon sent out, they lose the defense drop. Alright, since we have the Repel going, and we're not too far away. Hopefully you guys don't mind. Hopefully you guys don't mind me running to the Pokemon Center real quick, just to revive. We'll use another one, sure. Just to revive Tori. Shouldn't take too long. So as I was saying before, I did encounter some new Pokemon while I was training up Tori in that field. Shellos is okay. Shellos is a water-type Pokemon. I think it's just water-type, and it evolves to Gastrodon, which is water and ground-type. I could be wrong. Shellos could also be ground-type, but I'm like 70% sure it's just water-type. Regardless, though, they're a decent Pokemon. They're a little bit more defensively oriented, whereas Weasel and its evolved form Floatzel are a little bit more offensively oriented. I love Pokemon that smell sweet, like this one. Get a whiff of this. Oh, it's probably going to be a grass type. I might want to just switch out Tori first thing, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see if she has Budew. The question's going to be, what does Budew know? Because Budew is, I think, technically a baby Pokemon, which means it has very low stats. Alright, hopefully I don't regret this. Let's go for a Rock Tomb, which will do a lot of damage. We're already faster, but I do want to kind of see how much it does. And Growth, ooh, that will increase its special attack. I could use Rock Smash and hope for the defense drop, but it's not a super high chance. I'm going to go for this and hope that Budew doesn't know very good moves. And this might be a 3-shot. It's probably not, though. Stun Spore, okay. Well, it's funny. I was going to say that we have so many speed boosting things here. We have Quick Claw, we have Quick Attack, we have Rock Tomb, a lot of things to make sure we are faster. And I was going to say it's not going to matter against Budew, but now that we're paralyzed and our speed is halved, it's actually going to matter, so that's cool. Oh, we're fully paralyzed, oh no. A little bit of bad luck there, and Absorb. Okay, I was kind of hoping we'd just have Absorb. That did do 20 HP though, which means we can not survive another one. Plus it's getting a lot of health back, plus we're paralyzed. Let's go ahead and switch out. To face a grass type, we will bring in a fire type, such as Win here. Our Monferno. And Growth, which means Budew now has a very high special attack stat. Double its normal special attack. But it probably won't matter because I think an Ember should finish it off. Monferno has a pretty good special attack stat, and Budew is overall pretty weak. Alright, well, good job anyway, Tori. I know that was a little bit tough for you. And instead of just healing every time or using a bunch of items, which we could, but let's go ahead and swap out Win and use him for a little bit. Oh, I swear I didn't mean to do that. We have the repel going, so it doesn't matter too much, but kind of a waste of a repel. Hey, want a battle? Want a battle? Let's do it. Sorry, I fast-forwarded through his text there. I hit A a little bit too quickly. Camper Zachary with one Pokemon. Watch it be like a fire type, Geodude. Yeah, if we knew Water Gun or something like it, I would definitely be using Weasel a lot more, but we'll save her on the bench for now. Alright, let's go with our old 1-2 strategy here and start with a Power-Up Punch. So Shellos is a decent catch. Personally, I'd recommend Weasel because I think it's more fun to use sort of fast fast Pokemon with a high attack or special attack stat. Offensive is the word I was looking for. You can use defensive, slower Pokemon like Shellos and Gastrodon. Gastrodon is actually pretty cool because it only has one weakness, which is Grass. Now, it is a double weakness, unlike Weasel, which has two weaknesses, Electric and Grass, but they're both regular weaknesses. Wow, I'm out of Pokemon that can battle. Happens sometimes. I always feel bad for these campers. They're always like so sad when they lose. Trainer tips. The items in your bag are automatically sorted into pockets. Yep, thank you. I've noticed that. Take the low road or the high road. We'll take the high road, though. Always good to take the high road. Of all places possible, I've lost my way here. Well, hopefully you can find a town map and use that to get out. So yeah, just to summarize, I think it's probably more fun to use a faster Pokemon like Weasel, but if you want to catch a Shellos, They're definitely a respectable choice as well. I would not train a Pachirisu. If you're looking for an electric type, I would go with Shinx, or I would hold off, as we're doing. Although Pachirisu, it is a very weak Pokemon, like stat-wise, but there was a competitive tournament, like a real world tournament, which are all double battles, where the guy who he did really well. I think he actually won, or if he didn't win, he came very close to winning. Actually used a Pachirisu, which is not known as a competitive Pokemon, and it was the best thing ever watching that. It was just like Ash using a Pikachu and people making fun of him for it. Like, except like even worse, because in real competitive battling, you never see a Pachirisu used, and it knew like just the right moves, and I mean he got a little bit lucky too, but it was just this awesome thing watching this guy and his like signature Pokemon take on the world championship and all these like, you know, perfect meta teams. It was pretty great. Yes, we'll use another Repel. And we'll face this trainer next, or we'll try to. There we go. We have Locked Eyes. Hey, I'm not trained to hold back. She's probably a fighting type user. And if we have to, we'll bring out Anna, but let's fight fighting with fighting. Machop, alright. Now, Machop has a lower special defense than defense, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to use Ember, which should do more damage. Alright, not quite half. Ironic that. I thought it would do more than half, but I probably should have used Power Up Punch, because then it would be a 2-hit knockout. Oh well. Yep. So for that mistake, we'll take a little bit of damage, but luckily win here is pretty tough, and took it like a champ. Alright, there we go. Hey, lots of levels. Our whole main team got some levels there. And Win wants to learn Flame Wheel. Oh, that's cool. Flame Wheel is a pretty good move. I think it's like base 60? Yeah, base 60, and can burn the target just like Ember. Alright. Yeah, so even though Ember is a special attack, it's not really better than Flame Wheel in any other way. And I don't remember, I think our attack is actually higher, but even if it's not, oh there we go. Oh, that's Tori, sorry. Even if it's not, the 60 base power will definitely be the way to go. And Anna wants to learn Endeavor. Do I want to learn Endeavor? What moves do we know? So Endeavor is an interesting move that I think lowers your opponent's health to whatever your health is, right? Yes, it is. Let's learn that instead of Double Team, because I probably won't really use Double Team. And I don't know if it'll ever be useful, but we'll keep it, and who knows what'll happen. I concede you're in a different class. Alright, and we'll grab this thing here. What's really cool about Endeavor is that there was sort of a gimmick you could do where, what was it? It was called a Fear, F-E-A-R. And it stood for Focus Sash, Endeavor, Attacking Rodent. And there were a few rodent-like Pokemon that could do this strategy, and there were also some better Pokemon that could do this strategy too. Oh hey, a Piplup. We might want to switch here, but let's give it a try. If we defeated one Piplup, we can probably defeat another. But Rattata was sort of the most famous user, and you could do it with level 1 Rattata, you could do it with level 100. Actually, level 1 was probably even better. And the strategy was to give a Rattata, let's say it's level 1, a Focus Sash, and teach it the move Endeavor and the move Quick Attack, which is what the acronym stands for. The attack in A is for Quick Attack. And the strategy was that your opponent would go first, and because of the Focus Sash, you would hold on, and then you would go second and use Endeavor, which would bring your opponent down to 1 HP. Oh, I wonder if this is a house where you can heal up. Sometimes they put those on difficult routes. It might be. You seem to be tired. Rest a while. Oh, yes, please. Good timing. See, this is a long route. I really like this. where your team's kind of getting beat up a little bit, and then you find a nice little place like this, you can heal up. I'm still going to keep Tori in the back for a little bit. Was it me, or did the TV channel just change? Maybe it just went from lighter to dark. You think you can get through Eterna Forest by yourself? Oh, I hope to. Actually, we might find a friend. But for now, let me grab this thing. And yeah, I definitely want to heal up before we go into Eterna Forest. Oh, okay, we actually haven't been down here yet, have we? We have not. There's some berries there, another trainer. Alright, so it looks like it's a good thing we took the high road, because you can't take the low road, at least not in that direction. And a Shinx. It does seem like the trainers here actually have a decent diversity of Pokemon. I like that. Even though there's only 150 to choose from. Ooh, okay. That Intimidate is actually going to hurt us a little bit, because we are a physical attacker. But we do have a brand new move that does a lot of damage, so let's see how much it does after the attack drop. Ooh, not quite a knockout. Now, Bite is a Dark-type move, which is not very effective against fighting types. And pretty sure we're faster, so let's take advantage of this to use a Power Punch and get our attack back to normal for our next matchup. Because we had our attack lowered by Intimidate and raised by Power Punch. Alright, anyway, as I was saying though, the idea is that you hold on with the Focus Sash while your opponent takes you down to 1 HP, and then you use Endeavor to lower their HP to 1, and then the second turn you use Quick Attack, which makes you go first, and even though you're level 1, a move will always do at least 1 damage. Even if it would normally round down, it always rounds up. And therefore you would knock out you could have a level 100 Mewtwo, and it would lose to a Fear Pokemon. It was a really kind of fun strategy to get your friends with. Now there are plenty of ways around it, and yeah, I mean, if you see, like, even in like a preview screen that your opponent has a Rattata or something on their team, it's pretty clear what's going to happen, and you can play around it usually. So it's not really a great strategy. I am burning through these repels very quickly, which is a good thing that I have a lot of money saved up. But yeah, anyway, when I see Endeavor, that's what it reminds me of. Just a Pokeball. Too bad it wasn't a repel. We already faced you. You're that flower lady. This is interesting. Oh, yeah, okay. So whenever I see a little area like this, I always know to like to check around for hidden items, because like it just seems like a place to put a hidden item. It's kind of hard to explain, but once you play these games for like, most of my life, like I played my first one when I was like 10, so like more than 2 decades I've been playing these games. Probably younger than 10. I was probably like 8 or 9 when I first played this. I was in 5th grade, whatever age you are then. Okay. I think that's about all there is to see here, although, what about this guy? Many poison-type Pokemon make Eterna Forest their home. So if I had Cut, I could sneak around this way, but I don't. So into Eterna Forest we go. I'm not going to use another repel quite yet, because there may be some interesting Pokemon in Eterna Forest. I will use one eventually, though, but... Oh, and who is this? Hello, my name's Cheryl. And you are? Okay, so your name is Sin. I'm sincerely glad to meet you. Sin, may I ask you a big favor? I want to get through this forest, but I'm afraid of doing it alone. I've heard there is a sinister group of people called Team Galactic about. I think there will be safety in numbers. Please, may I go through with you? You decided to go with Cheryl. Well, I was going to anyway, but it seems like it wasn't much of a choice. So this is cool, yeah. In Generation 4 games, or Sinnoh-based games I should say, there are a lot of areas like this where you get to walk around with a partner. There are at least 3, I want to say. And that's pretty cool. It's a way to make a new in-game friend. And also it means every battle you do here, 1 is a double battle, which is cool. And 2, they will heal up your Pokemon after every turn. So, while I wouldn't like that normally if it was like the whole game, for little areas like this, I think it's pretty cool. It also actually makes a lot of sense because Chansey has the move Soft Boiled, which you can actually use outside of battle to heal up your other team members. So it kind of makes sense that she'd be able to use her Chansey to heal up your team. I think it makes less sense for some of the other trainers we might encounter. Well, Disarming Voice is Fairy type, right? Yeah, not very effective against a Poison type like Badu. Also, Chansey has a very low special attack and attack stat, which is why a lot of times when you see a Chansey or a Blissey in competitive battles, they'll use moves like Seismic Toss. Although Ice Beam has been a little bit more common, mainly because it's just such a good move. But Chansey can take hits very, very well, and Monferno can deal out lots of damage. Pretty cool animation there too. So we make a pretty effective team. Also, I think if you want to catch a Pokemon, you have to defeat its partner first. You can't throw a Pokeball unless there's only one left on the field. Alright, here's a double battle with a partner on our team. Actually, you know what? That was not our first Galactic battle last episode. We had faced another one with Lucas, right? In the other episode. But our first one on our own. Alright, let's use Flame Wheel against Wurmple. And we'll see what Chansey wants to do against Pachirisu. Trying to remember if there are any other Pokemon that I saw when I was training. I think that was it though. Obviously, you know, Buizel and some of the other ones we've already seen before. Oh, a Beautifly. That's cool. That's a final evolution of Wurmple there, and a pretty cool Pokemon. It's not very strong, so I wouldn't recommend training one. It's very similar to Butterfree, for anyone that's familiar with Butterfree. Strong at this stage in the game, but you're going to find yourself having some trouble as you get into the mid and late game. So far, I haven't seen any bug Pokemon yet that I would really recommend, but we will. Alright, so Tori's level 14, and not only that, but now, oh, Spark. Okay, let's hold that thought. Let me teach Spark. So Spark is basically a better version of Thundershock. So let's go ahead and replace Thundershock. Even though we're not using Luxia very much, I do like that she's getting levels because it means that if we find a really hard battle, we have a nice backup on our team. Oh, we're paralyzed. Luckily, we'll be healed with that, I'm pretty sure. It's a good thing I didn't buy more antidotes as they were suggesting, because it would have been useless if I get healed every battle. But yeah, I feel a lot more confident now switching out to Tori, because one, we'll have double battles, so Chansey can do some damage as well, hopefully. Or help out in other ways, as we can see. Confusing them with a Sweet Kiss, for example. And then also we'll get healed after every battle, so that's pretty cool. In fact, it might actually make sense to stay here and train. I think I used to do that in the original games. Before we got through the forest, I would stay here just a little bit extra, do some wild battling, and make sure our Pokemon had lots of XP before going forward. Not sure I'm going to do that in this Let's Play though, because I really don't want to be over-leveled, and I can always grind up off-screen if it comes down to it. I do like though that a lot of these battles seem to be like not just like steamroll easy. They actually are putting up a bit of a challenge. Maybe not coming close to winning, but at least like doing a lot of damage to our Pokemon, not getting knocked out in one hit. So it doesn't seem like we're really over-leveled or overpowered for this stage in the game. I think part of it too is that we're really focusing on a diverse full team as opposed to just like one or two Pokemon. Although I guess with the experience all, it really doesn't matter too much. Hopefully you guys don't mind that I'm skipping over some of the text from these trainers. If you do, let me know and I'll start reading it out. But trying to strike a balance between just chatting and sharing fun facts and not interrupting myself, my train of thought all the time, with also reading the important things that are going on in game. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Alright, let's check around here. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Ooh, looks like I did. No, I came this way, didn't I? I'm going in circles. Maybe it's time for me to go to bed. Alright, we have a Wurmple, oh, and a Baniri. So Baniri is a normal type, and it evolves into Lopunny. Let's see if it can run away. Yes, good. And Mega Lopunny, Lopunny, is that its name? Lopunny, something like that, is actually really powerful and is normal and fighting type. So if you were in a generation where Mega Evolution was a thing, I would maybe recommend considering it for a team. But in this generation, I can learn some good moves, I think. Although I might only learn them by breeding in this game, like Ice Punch and Thunder Punch and all. I'm pretty sure I can learn by Move Tutor in like Platinum. But yeah, overall, I probably wouldn't recommend it as part of the team. I think I might even use some repels too, just because this episode's already starting to get a little bit long. I don't want it to become excessively so. And it looks like we're up against a pair of Psychics. That's pretty cool. Psychic Elijah and Psychic Lindsay. And a pair of Abra, okay. Hopefully these Abra don't know Charge Beam. At first I was excited, I was like, oh good, Abra are usually pretty weak and don't know a lot of good moves, but if they taught a Charge Beam like the others, that could be bad. Now, Abra is probably faster, but let's use Rock Tomb and see what happens. Oh, Energy Ball, okay, but they're attacking Chansey, so I'm okay with that. Chansey can take it. And it looks like we're faster than one of the two Abra. And okay, good, we got lucky there. Energy Ball would have probably been a knockout. It's a grass type move with an 80 base power, so it's very strong for this stage in the game. After the Rock Tomb, decisions. Let's go for it. After the Rock Tomb, we're definitely faster anyway. Well, not definitely, but probably faster anyway. But Quick Attack will be more than enough to finish off this Abra. But now I have to really hope that we don't get hit by an Energy Ball from the other one. Hey, Water Gun! That's awesome. We will definitely learn Water Gun. As you know, I've been waiting for that for a long time. So even this low in the game, we actually have a pretty good diversity of move types. That is one thing I enjoy about the later games, or at least it seems more common with later games. We seem to find some good TMs early on. Not necessarily that are like high power. Oh no! Ah, one hit knockout, that's what I thought. Oh well. You did good, Tori. That was just bad luck because it not only targeted us, but it also fought through the confusion. Yeah, I like that we're getting TMs that are not like overpowered because they're not like super high base power, but at least they're different types. And they have some cool secondary effects as well. Let's bring out Anna to finish off this Abra. And Intimidate won't really do much against an Abra, but it doesn't hurt either. Now, Quick Attack will do less damage, but Abra has such a low defense stat, and we do get stabbed from it, that I was pretty sure it was going to be a knockout. And I didn't know if Abra was faster, so I figured let's play it safe. Alright, there we go. Alright, so not sure how much more there is to go in the forest here. Looks like we have at least one more battle. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and end the episode here. I'm getting a little bit tired and probably should get some sleep, plus it's been a little more than half an hour. I don't want to make these go too long. So let's go ahead and call things quits for the day. But when we come back, we will certainly continue through Eterna Forest, do some more really fun double battles, train up Tori and Anna and Win, and make our way to Eterna City and our next gym battle. Should be pretty exciting. Thank you all for watching, and see you back in episode number 8.